How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. There are a couple things that we should talk about before the Fed meeting, which Jerome Powell's speaking in about an hour and 45 minutes from now. So let's go through real quickly what you need to know right now. We actually have another country, a major economic power that just cut rates. We also have, some interesting ETF news. We have some treasury companies that are announcing big purchases here today. And we have Binance once again dumping the price of Bitcoin ahead of the Fed rate decision. If you don't mind though, before we get started, hit subscribe so you can see future videos. Also, if you have not already started trading and you want to trade, check out the link underneath the video to BYDeFi. We have a special deposit bonus going on right now. We regularly run campaigns to give you free money. We just gave away $30,000 just a few weeks ago. And we have pretty big withdrawal limits on this too. So if you're someone that likes to trade a lot, there's a $1.5 million withdrawal limit each day, and you can probably even get that raised using our Telegram group. We have a pinned message that explains how to get in contact with someone directly at BYDeFi. So check out Telegram underneath the video as well, and let's get into it. As we can see here, Bitcoin sitting at 115,600, hit a new local high yesterday of about 117,300, which is great. Now calming down a little bit. Part of the reason for that is Binance is dumping Bitcoin right ahead of the Fed rate decision to liquidate longs. We also have the general market being a little bit touchy today. The NASDAQ down about 0.5%, the Dow up about 0.5%. Not really too concerning considering we were at all-time highs yesterday, but there are going to be some games being played, some manipulation, some dumping from the big exchanges. We also have news that treasury companies continue to acquire more crypto or to try to raise more money to buy crypto. Forward Industries announces a $4 billion share sale to boost their SOL strategy. There are a lot of companies buying crypto right now. A couple of them are buying Solana, and they're starting to accumulate faster and faster. And keep in mind that as the price goes up, it's easier and easier to accumulate faster because there's more demand for these types of products. So right now with Solana at $233, a lot of people are starting to get excited, right? It's up 27% in the last 30 days. Imagine what happens if we start to see more excitement. Let's say Bitcoin's at 135, 140. It's moving up quickly. Ethereum's at 5,500, 6,000. Solana's at 300, 350. These companies are going to be able to raise a lot of capital and buy crypto even faster. GD Culture Group is going to buy 7,500 Bitcoin worth $876 million through its Palace Capital deal. This will make them a top 15 company, a top 15 Bitcoin holding company, which is pretty cool. I haven't heard of them. Maybe I've reported on it in the past, but I don't really remember too much about this company. But I generally stay away from treasury companies that don't have an underlying business. Even MicroStrategy, I have some allocation to because of the bear market, but I've been going more pure form Bitcoin, or if I want to get extra exposure, extra allocation, I'll use leverage trading. I think there is a time and place though where you can get really outsized returns, but I think it's more in a risk off market. 2 Bitcoin ETFs now rank in the top 100 by AUM. That's pretty cool. It's IBIT and I believe it's FBTC. Yeah, you can see that here. IBIT is getting close to the biggest gold ETF too. You start seeing like a 20% move from Bitcoin or even just more accumulation from IBIT. And it will pass gold. Or GLD. I'm guessing it will pass probably in the next, I'd say, year. Faster if Bitcoin does well, obviously. But it's moving up the ranks. It already makes more in fees than VOO, which is the largest AUM ETF. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 5-10 years we see IBIT outpace VOO in terms of AUM as well. Not just fees, but also AUM. But Bitcoin is no longer a fringe asset. It's pulling serious capital from traditional finance. That's very true. Bank of Canada just cut rates by 25 basis points to 2.5%, matching estimates. The Fed rate decision is at 2 p.m. Eastern time, which, is about an hour and 15 minutes from this video. So the Bank of Canada obviously has eased a lot more than the Fed. They're at 2.5%. The Fed's at 4.25 to 4.5 right now. Looking at lowering it for this meeting. Obviously, we'll report here what the Fed does and some of their comments around the economy and all that good stuff. The market right now is pricing in 3 more rate cuts throughout the rest of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if Jerome Powell is a little bit cautious about talking about future rate cuts, right? I'm guessing he's just going to say, we'll look at the data when it comes in. They like to keep their options open. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. If you do want to trade, like I said, there are links underneath the video to BY DeFi. You can start trading in just a few minutes. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all soon.